So, Dorie, you just got here. You talk to me about your friend Jen right here. You guys are like good friends.
We are
good buddies.
Yes, you know, at the end of the day, like we compete against each other, but it's not really competing. You know, we just want us to be 100% our best self, and we're the same age, and it's just like very fun to see like this bus babe just killing it, and just very proud of her.
And same hometown, same country.
Exactly, we're 6 hours drive apart.
You guys are taking over the U.S.
We're trying to. That's cool.
The Canadians are taking over the U.S., right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, I've earned my pro card. We did the same show in New Brunswick. Yeah, in New Brunswick. She finished first in her category, finished first in mine. But you have to win the overall in Canada to win your pro card. So I won my pro card that year, and the year after she won.
So she's right behind you.
Yes, and she's always right behind me. She actually just finished at the Arnold, 5th place, and I finished 7th, 4th. Oh shit, you finished 4th. See? She's just so good, man. I'm proud of her. She's gonna do Pittsburgh, New York, and Toronto, and I'll be there to support her all the way.
Yay.
Yeah, it's very,
awesome.
It's fun to make yourself some friends in the journey because it just makes it way more fun. And like even doing shows together, like we both did Toronto this year, and then we both actually ended up doing Tampa. We roomed together, so that was super fun.
That's awesome.
We got to like spend a little bit more time together.
So cool. The friendship is still alive in bodybuilding today.
Yeah, it does.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you. All right, you guys, back at the Mecca, and I think today's the first. I don't think I've ever actually shot you, Mr. Anthony. Ever. I mean, working out.
Never, no.
This is the first, right?
I had to bribe you with Jennifer to get filmed by you.
She is a good bribe. No, man, I'm really glad you came. We actually saw each other in Vegas, you know, last week or about a week ago, and so Jen was there. Of course, she's between Canada and Vegas a lot. And I said, you know, you said I'm coming to Venice. Let's do a shoot. So I'm really glad you guys came today. There's nothing better than shooting the Mecca. So Mark, it's been a while, man, since we get to talk. There's a lot going on with you, and of course, you're helping this pretty lady next to you. So I want you to make the introduction.
I am. Okay, so I'm Mark Anthony. You know, the old guy.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, everyone.
first men's physique champion. There you go, Olympia champion.
Yeah.
There you go.
Many moons ago. However, Jennifer Dorie, also a fellow Canadian.
Nice.
I have invested interest in her, and she is, I would like to say, a rising star in the IFBB Pro League.
Nice.
She is from Canada, Toronto, as we mentioned, and is spending a lot of time here in Las Vegas, training for her upcoming season. She had a great rookie season, where her first show was the Toronto Pro, and she placed 3rd place there. I should know that. And as you all know now, the point system, it's just not winning a bikini show.
It's tougher now to qualify for the Olympia,
much tougher. So she ended her year placing 2nd at the Tampa Pro, coming 2nd to her friend Laura Lee.
Nice.
And which qualified her, a fellow Canadian, which qualified her for the Olympia, where she placed 10th. So top 10 in her first Olympia.
Wow.
Very proud of her. She's a hard worker, doesn't deviate from her plan and programs. And now we're in 2019, and she's off to a good start. We went to Colombia, where she placed 4th. Then we did the Arnold, where she also placed 4th.
Wow.
Very happy with that. And now we're going into Pittsburgh Pro, New York Pro, and Toronto Pro.
Back to back.
Yeah, 2 shows that are really dear to me.
Yep.
Pittsburgh Pro, I won twice, and the New York Pro I won once. And of course, it's the show of the Mr. Mannion and Steve Weinberger. So I feel like those are 2 really good shows for her to be in because they have Olympia judging panels.
That's right.
The same people that will be on the Olympia, and the same judges, and the points, a higher point system there. So she's 5 weeks away, or just under 5 weeks to Pittsburgh, and looking amazing. Her nutrition is on. She's got a good amount of calories, more high intensity cardio now, and it's her first time here in the Mecca. Coming to see you.
I know,
so I'll pass it over to Jennifer.
So Jen, tell me a little bit. You're very young. You're early 20s, right? How 23, 22?
22.
22.
Yeah,
wow.
22.
Wow. So you and Laura Lee, the Canadians, you know, are really like in grove. They're coming to the U.S. and they're kicking butt, man. That's awesome.
The young blood from Canada.
That is so cool. So 22 years old. When did you get your pro card? How old were you?
I got my pro card. I was 19, I think.
19.
Yeah, 19.
Wow.
And then I got my pro card actually the year after Laura Lee. So we both
competed in New Brunswick, and so in Canada you have to win the overall to get pro
Yeah.
cred. There's one a year. So she won the overall there, and the following year I won the overall, got my pro cred in Laval, Quebec actually.
And why did you get into bodybuilding? What did you like about fitness and competing and all that stuff?
I'm super type A, so I love the structure, the discipline. I like having a goal set that you work towards and just testing your mental capabilities, testing your limits.
Yeah. And then what were you doing before for work, or I mean, were you going to school, or
I'm
did
in
you
school
want to?
right now still, so I'm
Oh, yeah?
I'm finishing my university degree in kinesiology.
Wow.
So I'm almost done. I'm actually just going home for an exam in a few days.
Okay.
So
So what do you want to do when you grow up?
we'll see. I'm going to specialize in something. So more school, obviously. Something in like rehabilitation, physio, probably.
Okay.
Something along the lines of that.
I wanted to
Medical
be
field.
a nurse practitioner.
Oh, yeah.
Something in the medical field. So
Yeah.
and something to do with fitness too. So.
Yeah, well, it ties in very well, of course, with what you're doing. Wow. So, what's the ultimate goal? What would be your goal for 2019? What would you like?
2019.
See happen?
Ideally, my goal is to win one of the 3 shows, or all of them that I'm going into. So Pittsburgh,
Yep.
New York, and Toronto. Toronto would be a fun show if I could win that, because that is my hometown.
It's home.
Yeah, and then obviously qualify for the Olympia is the goal with those shows, and hopefully top 5 at the Olympia this year. So we're gonna do our best.
So, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked already before. Once you start, traveling and you start seeing the world, and I mean, that's a good thing about
Yeah.
competing. It brings you all over the place. You start getting an idea of what else is out there. Is it hard to go back home and actually be happy where you are, or
Ask,
is?
ask him. how
No, I'm
much
asking
struggle
you
it
because I
is.
know what he's gonna say. How is it to go back home after you start seeing the world, and like it gives you a point of comparison which
Yeah.
you don't have before when you're young?
Well, I'm just super grateful for the experience to be able to travel around the world so much. Like we were just talking about the other day, just the craziness of life, like the past couple of years, being able to travel and compete, and the experiences, the friendships I've made. So it's always kind of bittersweet to go home. I mean, I get to go home and see my family, but at the same time, I'm back to the cold, so I'm not too excited.
And then when you live, it's like because I'm from there. So when
Yeah.
you live there all the time, you don't even know where you're missing.
No.
And then you start seeing the world, and you start saying, "Holy,
Yeah.
wow! Okay, so there's other things out there," and it gives you a point of comparison. And
Totally
sometimes,
different, yeah.
and especially if you love bodybuilding, you love fitness. You come to places like California or even New York or Florida. It's just
Even
and
Vegas too. It's just so much more
yeah,
developed.
Vegas is great.
industry.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of bodybuilding in Vegas. So ultimately, would you like to possibly come stateside, or
Oh,
would you like?
100%.
Yeah. Oh, it's not even a question.
As soon as I can, I'll be in the state.
Well, that's the good thing about being a pro. Also, it makes it a lot more easier,
Yeah.
to when you have pro status, because
Yeah.
you guys are like,
Yeah.
elite athletes and everything. So that's awesome.
Yes.
Wow, very cool. All right. So, Mark, when did you guys actually start working together?
In August
Okay.
last year, just shortly after Tampa.
Where'd you get? Okay, is that where you met?
Yeah,
Tampa.
we met at the Tampa Pro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I didn't know you were actually helping people. This is like news to me.
yeah, so I've been personal training for many years,
Right.
And I've kind of gone back into personal training, left it, kind of gone back, but I found my true passion when it comes to fitness outside of myself being on the stage is coaching people. So
Yeah.
whether it be lifestyle or athletes that are getting ready for NPC or IFBB Pro League show, or a UFC fighter that's doing a weight cut, so nutrition is like my forte. I really enjoy the science of it, and muscle intelligence training.
Kicks your ass at training.
And I know
So-
you've been helping Chris Menez also with the posing clinics and all that
Yes.
stuff. The posing, that's very important.
Yes, I've been helping Chris Minutes with some of his shows that he's been doing, and you guys know he puts on a really amazing production.
Yeah.
He's a hardworking guy that I really respect, and he's asked me to come on and help him co-host some of his events and give me the opportunity to do some posing seminars and speaking and stuff
That's
like
awesome.
that. Yeah,
So you're still very involved in the industry.
still very involved. I just took a little bit of a break,
Yeah.
just to
It's good sometimes.
to rest a little bit and just do some different things. But with all the involvement with Jennifer has given me the bug,
that
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, the fire again. And I was just talking to Jay about it the other day, and he said, just get big and ripped and make money. So
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this now. Do you have any more competitive plans for you? And if so, do you want to stay in men's physique? Do you want to move classic? I know for a while you were talking about possibly going classic.
Right.
What would you like to do?
So yeah, I was entertaining the idea of doing classic physique because it's, I got into this because I always wanted to be a bodybuilder.
Right.
And now that it's developing a little bit more, and there's been a little bit of some changes with men's physique. You see Sadiq coming back, who really
Yep.
inspired me as well. Props to him. I was entertaining going to classic, but I feel like, you know,
Size.
yeah,
They're big now.
they're big guys.
They're
you know?
huge.
They're huge guys, and where I'm at right now, I'm very comfortable with my weight and my size. And I started in class men's physique, and I think I'll end my career, my stage career at least there in men's physique. So
You started with a bang,
yeah,
Mr. Olympia.
I want to finish this one too. So I see a show in the future coming up, and it's not over yet.
So will you keep J Color TV apprised and exclusive?
Of course,
You better.
yes, of course, always exclusive to J Color TV. And you, David.
That's awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming to the Mecca today. Jen, best of luck at those three upcoming shows. I'm sure we're going to see you back on the Olympia stage very, very soon. And I hope that you make your move to the States, because I think you're a good addition to either Vegas or California. Right, Mark?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks, Dave.
And good luck with the shows.